Welcome to Barefoot in America. Today we are filming from just outside of Sedona, Arizona on the way to Cornville, and you can see the Mingus Mountains in the backdrop behind me. So today's practice is going to be mostly focused on the back, some heart opening, but mostly just strengthening the back. So I'm going to invite you to start in easy cross-legged posture as you traditionally do, or Virasana, and you can put a block underneath your seat and just sit on your heels or that block. Knees come together nice and close, hands on your lap, whether you're sitting in easy cross-legged posture or Virasana. Just take a half a dozen deep cleansing breaths to allow yourself to become fully present, fully centered in this moment. Notice your breath in and back out. Let the breath be expansive on the inhale. Let it draw to the midline of the body as you exhale, pushing that last morsel of air out. And just feel yourself breathing. And continue with your breath as you bring your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Taking a moment to set an intention for your yoga practice today. Seal that intention and come on over to child's pose, simply folding forward here. Buttocks to your heels, arms outstretched in front of you, bowing towards the earth. Sink into your child's pose, forehead resting on the earth, or maybe even stacked palms or stacked fists. Give yourself a few deep cleansing breaths here in child's pose. And with the arms outstretched in front of you, walk your hands off the mat to the right, finding a side stretch. Stack your left hand on top of the right. Sit back into your left hip and buttock. Really stretch out left side body. Walk the hands back to center, finding child's pose. And then walk them over to the left side of your mat. Take them off the mat, stacking the right hand on top of the left. Sitting back into your right seat, opening up the right side body. And breathe into the stretch. Walk your hands back to center. And if you have blocks, take your blocks under your hands, sitting back to child's pose so that your heart can come through the shoulders, bringing your shoulders into a little bit more flexion. Knees spread wide, big toe knuckles touch. Really melt into your child's pose, finding the edge. Release the hands behind your back, taking this to tall kneeling. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Reach long, get your knees settled right underneath you. Add a little bit of back extension, lifting your heart to the sky. Exhale, bow back down to child's pose. And if you like, you can put a block under your forehead to give yourself just a little bit more lift or stability. And from child's pose, inhale, float the arms up and overhead, a little back extension at the top. Exhale, bow back down to child's, using the block if you like, or forehead all the way to the mat, hands behind the back. Inhale, float it up. A little extension. Exhale, bow back down. 2 more times. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, bow back down. Last time. Inhale, float it up. Pause at the top, reach nice and long. And then exhale your hands behind your hips, right where your buttocks meet your low back. Hands resting there. Tuck your toes underneath you. And with the toes tucked, find the stability in this shape as you press the pelvis forward, lifting the heart, gazing to the sky, like you're arcing your back over a giant ball behind you. For camel posture. Exhale, back upright. With breath now, inhale into camel, pressing the pelvis forward, lifting the heart, arcing the back over an imaginary ball. Exhale, back upright. Inhale to camel. Lift your heart, gaze to the sky. Exhale, upright 2 more times. Inhale, lifting into camel, getting long out of your spine as you arc over that imaginary ball. Exhale, upright. And last time, inhale to camel. Exhale, back upright. Bring your left foot forward and take a moment for low lunge, half crescent. Sink into your left knee with the goal to get your knee right over your ankle, a little deeper if the flexibility's there. And as you sink into your left knee, your hands could rest there as you get settled. Press the top of your right shin and foot into the mat. Really feel that bearing down. Pull the low belly in, and then sweep the arms up and overhead. Reach nice and long. Feel the breath here. Exhale the arms to a cactus. Shine your heart to the sky. Inhale the arms down and float them up. This time, take your left hand to your left hip. Reach the right arm up and over for a side stretch on the right again. Feel the stability in your legs, the torso just lifting up, leaning left. Inhale the left arm up to meet it back in midline. Exhale the cactus, shine your heart to the sky. And then drop the hands down, sweep them up in front of you. And now adding a twist, right hand finds the left knee, left hand finds the hip. Lengthen the spine, twist, gazing out over left shoulder. Inhale, sweep both arms back up to the center again. Last time, exhale the cactus. Lower the arms, sweep them up. And bring your hands to your hips. Left knee comes down to meet the right. Take a bow into child's pose. Use the blocks under your hands if you like that variation, or just slide the arms forward, find your stretch. Inhale, float the arms up and overhead. Come to tall kneeling again. Exhale, hands to your hips, and bring your right foot forward. With the right foot forward, sink the right knee right over the ankle. Hands could rest on the thigh. And as you sink into the right knee, press the top of the left shin and foot into the mat. Bearing down with weight in the back as well as the front. And then pull the low belly in. With the low belly pulled in, sweep your arms up to the sky. Lift your heart, lift the arms, sink into the shape. Hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to cactus. Shine your heart to the sky. Lower the arms down, float them up and overhead in front of you. This time, right hand to the hip. Reach the left arm up and over, getting long in your left side body as you tilt to the right. Maintaining the shape in your legs. Breathing into the shape. Right arm inhales up to meet it, finding midline back. Exhale back to your cactus. Lower the arms, sweep them up in front of you. And this time adding the twist, left hand to the right knee, right hand to the hip. Lengthen your spine. Twist from your navel, spiraling up, gazing out over your right shoulder. Inhale, both arms up to meet in the center. Exhale the arms to cactus one last time. Drop the arms, inhale, float them up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Right leg meets the left. Bow down to child's pose. Melt into the child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths. And from child's pose, inhale up to all fours. Tuck your toes, press firmly down and forward into your hands to lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Feet are hips width apart to the point where you can't see your heels because they get lost behind the toe box. Press firmly down and forward in your hands, hips rise, lengthening your spine. Bend your knees gently to really get as much length out of the spine as you can. And then slowly start to straighten your legs, tonifying your thighs. Inhale forward to a plank, shoulders right over your hands. Press out of your heels, pull your belly in. And from plank, lower to your knees, shoulders in front of your hands, elbows hug the ribs as you control your descent down. Finding your way to lying on your mat, hands right underneath your shoulders, elbows by your waist. Forehead resting on the mat. Bring your legs together like the serpent tail. Squeeze the legs together. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Kneecaps rise off the mat. Hands press into the earth, lifting head and heart, mini cobra. Exhale it back down. Inhale, mini cobra, press through your hands, lift head and heart. Exhale back down. One more time, mini cobra. And this time lift your hands and let them hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Melt it down. Bring your forearms forward so that your elbows right underneath your shoulder, hands straight out in front of you. And make the arms parallel. The forearms are parallel to one another. Fingers spread wide, pressing through the hand and the forearm. And as you press through the hand and the forearm, lift your heart, gaze ahead, and imagine your heart is like a beacon of light. You're just trying to shine it forward. You may sense stretching in your belly, your heart, and or your throat. Let it be your experience. And if the flexibility is there and you want a little more, press through your hands, straighten your elbows for a propped cobra. And if you're here, be careful your shoulders don't shrug. Melt those shoulder blades down your back. Get really long in your neck. And if this is more than what's right for your back, just stay in Sphinx pose, which is great. Everybody lowering back down to Sphinx. Lower your forehead to the mat. Interlace your hands behind your back if you can. If you can't, just hold them by your side, reaching for your toes. But if the ability to interlace them is there, go for it. Press through the tops of your feet, lift your kneecaps, reach your arms towards your feet, lift your head and heart for another cobra. And if you want a little more, lift your legs as well. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it all down. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale up to a full cobra, and then exhale back to downward dog or child's posture of your choice. 3 deep breaths wherever you choose to be. Find your way to your knees. Find your way to a seated position. Legs extend out in front of you. If you have a strap, have it handy. And go ahead and lie down on your back. And once you arrive lying on your back, simply inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, give the right leg a hug, knee to chest as you press the left foot away. Ground your left heel. Hook the strap to the bottom of your right foot and send the right foot skyward to open up your hamstrings. Hold for a few deep cleansing breaths, pressing the heel to the sky, toes to your nose. Breath full and deep. Transition to half of a happy baby. Knee comes towards the shoulder, sole of the foot to the sky. Using the strap or right hand could grab the ankle. The outside of the foot or the peace fingers could hold the big toe. Take the time to make it yours. Release the right leg down to the mat, arms over your head. Take that stretch. Exhale, give the left leg a hug, knee to chest. Root the right heel, press the foot away. Hook the strap to the bottom of your left foot and grow the left foot skyward. Heel pressing to the sky, toes towards your nose. Feel the hamstring stretch on the left. That deep, deep stretch inside of your left leg. And then we prepare for half of a happy baby. Your left knee sinks towards the shoulder. Using the strap, if you like, sole of foot to the sky or ceiling. Hand could grab the ankle, the outside of the foot, or peace fingers on the big toe. Hold your half of a happy baby. Right leg strongly rooted to the ground to help you keep your sacrum rooted to the earth. And release the left leg, lowering it to the ground, arms over your head. Exhale, give both legs a hug, knees to chest. Hook the strap to the bottom of both feet. Send both feet skyward. Press your heels to the sky, toes to your nose. Breath full and deep. Feel your sacrum root to the earth as you grow long out of the back of the legs. And then open the legs wide, full happy baby, knees towards the shoulders, soles of the feet to the sky, and your hands could grab your ankles or the outside of your feet or the big toes. And the arms are on the inside of the knees, so your knees squeeze to hug the arms, helping to descend the energy into the sacrum. Release your happy baby, lower the legs down one at a time, and take the time to pause in Savasana, your final resting posture. Give yourself this time to melt into the mat, to let your full deep breaths become more and more natural. Maybe even little itty bitty barely breaths. Feel your whole body softening and surrendering. And stay in Savasana as long as you would like today. And I thank you for joining me on the mat. The place of divine light and truth in me honors the place of divine light and truth in you, where we are all one. Namaste.